Hi everyone, it's Dawn. Welcome back to my channel. So today's video is just going to be a mini get ready with me. I needed to replenish some products of mine from NYX and I ordered them online and I got some old favorites that I needed to replenish, like some butter glosses and things like that. Just those products that you use over and over. And then I decided to try a new eyeliner and I decided to pick up an eyeshadow palette. And I found this palette on the website for NYX, and it's the NYX Perfect Filter Stormy Days palette. Oh my goodness, I cannot wait to use this palette. It just came yesterday and I haven't tried it yet, but look at those colors. Just the combination of the grays and the blues and the mauves. It's just stunning in my opinion. And this is like, if I could put a palette together myself, which I don't think I'm creative enough to do, this would be what I would do. I do have a Z palette that I put together myself, and I should show it to you because it kind of shows my aptitude in putting colors together. I do love my Z palette and I use it all the time, but there's no real variety in the colors. They're all kind of pinks. I mean, I have some pops of color here, but basically everything looks nearly exactly the same. I love those. They're mostly Makeup Geek and Anastasia, and that's a favorite palette of mine. But I'm like, oh my gosh, if I could find individuals of colors like this and I were more creative, this is what I would have put together. So when I saw this on the NYX website, I had to grab it. Now, the NYX brand is very inexpensive. It's one of the least expensive drugstore brands, that and e.l.f., I think, and of course Wet n Wild. But their eyeshadow palettes are a tiny bit pricey. They're like $15, $20, $25 a palette, which to me is mid-range. You know, you could get Winky Lux at Target. I really like Winky Lux too. So anyways, you could, you know, buy a different brand that's a little more mid-range. But I've heard wonderful things about the NYX eyeshadows. I've never used one before. But anyways, I got this palette and I'm super excited to try it. I did put on a new top that I got from Target, which I'll show to you. Some of you like my Target hauls, and I do have a mini Target haul coming up. I'm like too much coffee this morning. Anyway, I'm gonna show you this top. And it's kind of cropped a little bit in the front, but it's a little bit longer in the back. And I just think it's super cute. And I really like the waffle pattern. It's a Henley. And I really like Target's tops like this because they're not as high quality as the Gap, but they're on par with like Old Navy, but they last and last. Like you'd wear this as a top for probably 2, maybe 3 years, and then it would become a pajama top for a few years. So it's like you definitely get your money's worth, and this was $10. So there you go. All right, so anyways, let's just get in. I have all my makeup on except my eyes and lips. I have on my blush. I have on my Lancôme Teint Idol foundation, not the stick, the one that I showed you in my high-end favorites. That got me thinking about it and I've been using it. So I have that on today. I just love it. I feel so confident when I wear that foundation. It's my favorite, and I've said that, and it just makes my skin look really good. I woke up in the middle of the night last night with like a really tender spot on my nose. Like my nose was super tender right here. And I was like, ow, why does my nose hurt? And so I was up and I'm like, I'm gonna go look. And I went to the bathroom and it was kind of like inflamed. Like I had like a cluster. I didn't have a pimple, but I had like a cluster of like plugged pores or something. Isn't that gross? So I just was like, oh my gosh. So I put like a warm compress on it. And then of course I tried to squeeze it and everything. I kind of cleared it up, but it's better today, but it was still a little red, and my Teint Idol covered it really well. It's just like a little pink, but good foundation for days when you wake up with a random red nose. So anyways, I already put on some blush, but I'm gonna put on a little more. And this is a favorite of mine. This is a dupe for Rockateur from Benefit. And this is Blossom Time Rose from Milani. And it looks like this. And it's that brownish, mauve-y, kind of shimmery brownie peach, if that makes sense. And I may have shown it in my dupes video that it's a dupe for Rockateur. But if I didn't, I'll compare the two for you. They are nearly identical. So anyways, keep that in mind if you like Benefit blushes. And actually, this one is more pigmented. Now, I do have some new brushes too. When I was at Target for the very first time, I picked up some Sonia Kuchek brushes. Kuchek? I'm not sure how you say her last name. I usually use Real Techniques brushes. I do have higher end brushes. I have MAC brushes, and I have some IT brushes, and I have some Tarte brushes. I have so many brushes I've collected over the years, but I always seem to go back to either the Morphe or Real Techniques. But everyone raves about the Sonia whatever her name is. So I picked up a few brushes just to try them out. So I'm excited about that. So the first thing I'm gonna do is put down this soft, I don't even know how to describe that color. You know, it's called Stormy Days. And if you look, all the colors are like a sad version of other colors. Like it's a mauve-y pink, but it's muted down. And so yeah, let's put that on as an all over eyelid color. And so I just found out that my kids are gonna have remote learning. At first our school was gonna do, well, my two sons that still live at home, they're in high school, one's a freshman and one's a sophomore. And we had a choice to do remote learning completely or a hybrid where they would go to school 1 week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then the next week, Tuesday, Thursday, just for social distancing purposes. And my husband and I picked the hybrid because my boys really need the socialization. They really need to be in school on certain days. So, but they just canceled it and everyone's doing remote learning, which is fine. They've been home for like 6 months now. And they're doing fine, but it's just, I'm in a funk about it. I just feel like, will this never end? You know, that's how I'm feeling. Okay, now the next thing I'm going to do is take this gray. These are like all mattes except this one, and this one. So the two corners, the gray and the lavender, and this charcoal are slight shimmers, not glittery. Everything else is a matte. So I'm taking the matte here, the mid-size. I used the fluffy. I don't know if it says what they are on them, but I'm one down, a little more dense for in the crease, a crease brush. I suppose you could use it for concealer too. It's a little bit dense. So I don't know, I've just been in a little bit of a funk, and it was kind of triggered also, and I hope you don't think I'm a prude. I think that if you Google the lyrics to this song, you will know that I'm not a prude. Cardi B, I don't know if you know who she is. I've got two daughters who are 19 and 22. They really don't like her, but they're like, Mom, you would freak. Of course, you would freak if you knew the lyrics to the song. So, because it was on, and I'm like, oh, what is the song? And then I think the song's called WAP, W-A-P. Anyway, I can't even speak the lyrics to this song. They're so vile. And I just was like, oh my gosh, this is like a best-selling artist for like the younger, or any generation, I guess, but like probably mostly the younger generation. And it made me so sad. And then there's this other song that I really, really like. It's really upbeat and happy. And I was singing that in the car. My son was driving and I was singing it. And he's like, this song is like such a happy song. You'd never know it was about a school shooting. So I Googled the lyrics to that song too. It's like got this cute little tune. And it's talking about your kicks. Like, I hope your cute little kicks, something. I'll have put the name of the song, but it's basically outrunning a shooter in a school. And it just I've just been so like, at a loss for, I'm losing hope. I'm losing hope. I'm trying not to lose hope, and I'm praying about it, but like, these are not rare instances. These are like what's popular in culture right now. So it's just, I'm very bothered. Okay, let's talk about makeup. All right. The next thing I'm going to do, that's really pretty. I think I need to blend that more, but I'm gonna get the, well, you know what? I'm gonna blend it now because I don't know if the colors will muddy up if I blend them together. I just kind of cleaned off my brush on a little towel I have down here. This is the fluffier brush. I thought if I really like these brushes a lot, I could pick up more. I know that I've heard that they last a really long time. So they're not that expensive. I think they were like $5 or $6 a piece. And if you have them for years and years, I mean, that's a really great investment. I don't really like to spend a lot of makeup brushes because I'm not a makeup artist. And I feel like I can accomplish everything that I need to with the brushes that are at the drugstore. That's just, you know, e.l.f., Morphe at Ulta, you know. There was a time where I thought I needed to have nicer brushes and I spent more, and I still grab the Real Techniques, so. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is take this shimmer here. And this is just an old brush. This is like a Cargo Cosmetics brush. I like this end of it. It's kind of slanted and really dense. And I like it for a smoky eye. You know, I feel like shimmers always have a little more fallout than mattes. I always feel like I need to tap them off more. And I'm just gonna put that, actually I didn't need to tap it off that much. I'm just gonna pack it in the outer corner, that shimmer. So you guys have to tell me like what you think about that. You know, it's like, I don't know. I feel like, gosh, everybody's always complained about the music in our culture for generations. Like people complained about Elvis and the young people and his effect on them. But honestly, this Cardi B song is something else. I don't think I've ever heard something so dirty. It's like music porn. It is music porn. It is. That's exactly what it is. Okay, so I've got that on in the outer corner. And a little bit right beneath my eye. And I've got a little smoky eye going here. Now I've got like a smudger brush. This is like a Sonia Koschek Sonia brush smudger. And I'm just gonna smudge that a little bit beneath my eye. That's really pretty. These colors really blend very, very nicely. Okay, now the last thing I'm gonna do is take the pink again. I was gonna take this one, but I think I'm gonna go with this one that I used in the first place. Maybe mix it with a little bit of the lavender and press it right into the middle of my lid just to kind of brighten that up. Ooh, that's really pretty. This is such a pretty cool toned palette. I think it was like $15 or $20 on the NYX website. I have never seen it in the store, although their eyeshadows never really catch my eye in the store. This one is definitely an eye-catching palette. I think it looks really pretty with my gray shirt. Okay, I'm gonna curl my lashes, and this is something else I'm really excited about. I wanted to find a matte eyeliner. And I don't know that I ever told you about this because I was sort of disappointed. So I found this Morphe eyeliner about 8 months ago at Ulta, and it's a matte. And I really like that. I wanted a matte eyeliner, not one that was shiny. And it's a beautiful eyeliner, but the brush is incredibly difficult to work with. For some reason, it doesn't look like it would be, but it gets a ton of product on it. And my line always comes out thicker and messier than I want. In fact, every time I want to use it, I'm always disappointed. So I think I'm just going to offer it to my daughter. And if she doesn't want it, I'm going to pitch it. I've used it a handful of times. And so I thought, that's a bummer. I'm just really not good at eyeliner. I'm not successful at eyeliner. But I decided to try a matte eyeliner from NYX, and you might know about this. It's not new, and it is so much easier, and it's the perfect matte. So the first thing I'm gonna do though is take this matte, no, this is not matte. This one is like the retractable eyeliner from NYX. I really like this. I feel like it stays put in my waterline. And I like to fill in my waterline because, I don't know, I have a lot of skin here. I have deep set eyes, so you can really see the skin here. And it makes, a weird transition from my lashes to my eyeball. You can see that skin. So I like to use retractable eyeliner or a pencil eyeliner on my waterline. And now I always give these a little shake. And then I'm gonna put this on. And I don't know if any of you have tried the vinyl ones. I have not, but I was tempted to get one, and I'm curious if you've tried the NYX vinyl eyeliners, and if you have, how do you like them? You could let me know. And I don't really do much of a wing, but I do flick it up on the end, and you could see just how easy that is. Just making sure they match. It's so easy to get really close to your lash line, which is what I like. And it's really easy to build up too. So if like you decide that you need a little more, you can just kind of pick it up anywhere along the line and build it up, and it's seamless. So I am super excited about this. So it's the matte NYX eyeliner, and I'll link that below. Okay, the other thing that I've tried that I really like so far, I've only used it a couple of times, but I picked up the Pixi by Petra Large Lash Mascara, and I wanted to try this because it's a volumizing mascara, and I haven't tried very much from Pixi. The only thing I've tried from Pixi is their Glow Tonic, which is a holy grail product for me, the Pixi Glow Glycolic Toner. I love that stuff. Actually, that's what I put on my giant pimple in the middle of the night, and I think it really helps. I really wanted to try this, and I picked up a plum shade eyeliner too. I probably could have used that today in the waterline, but I've tried both of these products before, and I do like them. The eyeliner, I mean, that mascara, the only thing I could complain about the mascara is it's a little bit softer than I like. Some of you might really like that. Like, I don't like a soft mascara. I like my eyelashes to feel firm, like they have a lot of hairspray on them. For some reason, I just really like my eyelashes to feel like they've got mascara on. And if they're fluffy and you know, when you touch them, if they still sort of feel fluffy, I don't really like that for some reason. So this does leave your eyelashes feeling fluffy. And I just used a little of the Age Perfect from L'Oreal under my eyes. I had a little mascara there, so. But it doesn't clump. It gives you a really pretty lash. It is volumizing. Do I like it more than the L'Oreal Voluminous? No. I definitely probably like the Voluminous a little more. But it's nice. I mean, it's definitely worth the try if you're curious about it. I don't think that it's a bad product at all. Now we're gonna do lips. And I am just going to use a L'Oreal Infallible Lip Liner, and it's one of the retractable ones in pink. Lately, I've been using lip liners. I don't know if you guys have been following me. You know that I don't usually use lip liners, but this summer I've been really into like the lip combo where I use multiple lip products, and I was always just a lipstick or a lip gloss or a lip balm girl, one thing on my lips at a time. Maybe it's just because we have more time on our hands to like experiment. I don't know. I've just been having a lot of fun with lipsticks this summer. And so I picked up the Winky Locks, and this is their cream based. They have a matte, and I haven't tried their matte lipsticks. My favorite lipstick is the Butterscotch, and it's the Winky Lux Creamy Dreamies Shea Butter Lipstick. I have shown you many times the Butterscotch. It's my absolute favorite. Let me see if I can find it real quick to show it to you. It's affordable. They're like $15. You could tell I've used this a lot. It reminds me a lot. It's just so beautiful. It's just so beautiful. It's my favorite. They don't look the colors don't look like they look here. That's the thing, you can't really open them anymore, but they're lighter than they are here. Like this one is called Smoothie, and it's lighter. I guess it's accurate, but I don't know, it's a little shimmery and lighter to me. And the same goes with the way that the butterscotch looks on the packaging, but it's their version of a nude. It's so pretty. I think it would work on anyone. And so I really wanted to try this one. This is the second Winky Luxe lipstick that I'm trying. And like I said, they're available at Target. Oops, I got my teeth. Oh wow, that's really pretty. Even though they're creamy, they lean a little matte. They're not like gooey creamy or like super hydrating like L'Oreal's, you know, L'Oreal's lipsticks can be, the creamy ones. These are definitely, they feel a little more like a matte. And now I wanted to show you one more product since I'm doing a lip combo. If you have something, I really am happy with this. I don't really want to change it. I would normally put a butter gloss maybe because it is a little bit dry, but I think this would be very nice beneath a mask. I don't think it would come off that easily. But if you want to mute down a bright color like this, in my high-end favorites, I talked about White Russian from Buxom, but there is an NYX product that I really like for this purpose, and it is the NYX Lingerie, and these are matte. They're lip creams or lip liquid lipstick. And this one is in the color Cheeky, and it's a little peachy, but whatever you put it on, it's gonna lighten it up. It kind of gives it sort of like what I talked about with the White Russian, like sort of like a creamy or more milky consistency. So I wanted to show you that, but you know what? I'm not sure I love it over this lipstick. I really like it over MAC lipsticks that tend to be a little bit drier formulas. So let me just put the Smoothie back on. This is really cute. It's like sort of like a little Barbie pink. I really like it. Just soft, feminine pink. And I like it with the gray smoky eye. So you'll have to let me know what you guys think of this. And then one of my subscribers was taking advantage of the, I think the Nordstrom sale, and she knows that I love the Absolute powder from Lancôme. So she was asking me about it. Like, is it worth it? Is it my absolute favorite? Would I recommend anything else? And I have to be honest, this is one of the only powders I'm using now because I just love it so much. I invested in this around Christmas time. I still have so much in here, and I just love the way it blurs my pores. I love the color of this for my skin tone, and I'll tell you the color that I have. My color is Absolute Pearl, and it just is a beautiful powder. It really sets my makeup without making me look dry or crepey or anything. I really love it a lot. I can't think of anything I like in drugstore as much. I'm hoping to find a drugstore powder that I would recommend as much as the Lancôme Absolute. But yeah, so far, that's another high-end product that I will be purchasing again and again unless I can find a dupe for it. So anyways, this is a little bit long. This is the finished look, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you have a blessed and beautiful day. I'll see you next time.